Hi, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the LOCUS Golden Hour podcast. My name is Christina.
And I'm Lena.
So, this podcast is about sharing stories, advice, tips, and all things surrounding university and student life. Today, we'll be answering some questions submitted on our Instagram at Locus Laurier and sent to us from our OCAs. So, I guess we can start with an icebreaker question, just something random. What did you have for breakfast today? Did you eat breakfast, Lena?
I did not eat breakfast. And wait, let me just defend myself for a moment here. I woke up a bit late today, got a late start. I did shower. I had to shower this morning, so I was gonna shower, eat breakfast, but we woke up late. So I will have breakfast after our podcast or brunch at this time that we are recording.
It's a Sunday morning, by the way, when we're
Yeah.
recording this.
So yeah, eat breakfast, people.
What's your favorite breakfast food? Like, what's your go-to?
Do you mean like on a school day go-to? Or like if I had the choice to have a nice breakfast?
Both. Give me the options.
Okay. If for school, I'll be honest, like usually something like on the go. So either like overnight oats, like I make the night before, and I just I literally grab it and like walk while I'm eating, or a granola bar. I know that's not the best, but like something essentially to eat. Yeah. Yeah, so that's my go-to. And then like if I have to go to school, but then if I have time to like make a nice breakfast, I'd probably say scrambled eggs or sunny side up with rice, spinach, or like some vegetables. And then maybe if I have bacon, I'll make bacon and sausage or something a bit fancier, let's just say.
That sounds good. I like that. Like
What
granola
about you?
and oats are good. I know my mom used to make overnight oats like in a slow cooker. Like she had a small slow cooker. So that's what she had in the morning. Yeah, okay. Today I had a farmer's wrap from Tim's.
Oh, so good.
The line was really long. I've never really gone to a Tim's on a Sunday morning, but the what's it called? The drive-through line was really long. So that's why I was almost late.
Is it usually not that long? Because like in my hometown, for example, even here, like Tim's is always a long wait.
The thing is, like, there's a lot of Tims nearby, like next to each other. So I was like, they can't all be long, but the one I went to was just the long one for some reason.
Gotcha.
But my go-to is yogurt and granola. Like a mixed berry granola, or sometimes it has like extra protein or something. I get the lactose-free yogurt because otherwise my day would be ruined. That's like a quick go-to. I also like Eggos.
Yes.
Eggos
Oh
are
my gosh.
Eggos. They're
Oh my gosh. In high school, this was so funny. I used to like, my mom knew I liked Eggos, so we get Eggos, and then like I would toast it, and then you just see me running to the bus stop, Eggo in the hand, trumpet in my hand, backpack. I like was the kid who like I had so many things to carry, so I was like running with all of my stuff to the bus stop.
Literally me with my alto sax with bread in my mouth. Like, do you know those like that like anime girl like stereotype running to school with bread in your mouth? That was me.
Wait, what flavor? What flavor do you like?
Okay. My go-to is literally just the buttermilk one.
Okay, the
But
simple.
I have chocolate chip right now because I wanted to spice it up a little bit.
I'm chocolate chip. I will eat chocolate chip because I like literally eat it plain. So like I need something like something in there, maybe blueberry, but I'd say chocolate chip is my go-to.
Blueberry is a good one too. Eggos.
Eggos are so good.
If we're talking fancy breakfast, I also like egg and rice, maybe bacon or like Spam.
Spam.
Spam's so
good. I haven't had Spam in so long. Maybe I should just go get
Neither.
some. I don't have any on hand. I feel like I need to have like some cans of Spam on hand or something for those days, you know?
Yeah, I gotta get some too. Okay, I'm gonna add it to my grocery list.
Me too. Do you usually, for your yogurt, do you get like the pre-packaged stuff, or do you like just put it all in a bowl or something?
I get like the bigger tubs of it.
Okay.
I don't know if you're watching the video part of this podcast, there's like I'm showing the size of it.
I know what you're
like
talking about.
A bag of granola.
Okay.
That has like extra protein or something like that. Yeah.
Nice. Love that. Well, now our listeners and viewers have an idea of maybe a new breakfast that they can try out. So hopefully you enjoyed that. But do you want to get started in answering the questions, Christina?
Let's do it.
Okay, so
Go for it. Go for it.
our first question is, what is your current favorite show?
Current favorite? Gilmore Girls.
Nice.
Gilmore Girls has always been a favorite for me. I think I've seen it like 6 times. Like,
Whoa.
the more I watch it, the more pop culture references I get, because like it's an early 2000s show. They make a lot of references to famous people that I don't know. But then like suddenly I learn something and then I watch an episode, I'm like, I get it now. You said that person looks like this celebrity. I get it. So Gilmore Girls has always been a favorite for me.
Nice. Are you rewatching it right now? You said you watched it a lot.
Well, it's like something I have in the background if I'm doing
Oh,
something.
okay.
It's almost like a podcast because it's not like I need to pay too much attention because I already know what happens. So Gilmore Girls. What about you?
I'm not really watching anything right now. It's exam season, so I'm not watching anything right now, but I was like, I guess before this, my friend recommended BoJack Horseman.
Oh,
It's very interesting because I started off and I'll be honest, I didn't like it. It wasn't really my humor, or like just it wasn't my thing. And my friend really, really likes it though. And so I gave it a shot. It got better after. It's one of those things where you have to get through, like, I don't know, the first few episodes, first season maybe. But it's what I call a laundry show. So it's something you watch when you fold your laundry, or like, or doing something else, kind of like you said. But like
yeah.
it's because it's my first time watching it. Like if I have it on the background, it's like I don't really, it sounds bad, I don't really care about it too much, like what's happening if I miss something.
If the plot isn't like so important, right? I don't really know much about
Yes.
the show though. So
So it's about this guy named Bojack. Well, he's a horse. This horse named Bojack Horseman. In this world, like animals and humans like live together, but like the animals seem very human-like. Like they have like 2 legs, and like I don't know, the
okay.
way they're personified, I guess, looks like a human.
Mhm.
But Bojack is a horse, and he's a famous. He used to be on a famous show. I forgot what it was called, Horsing Around, and he was like the main
I
star. So
like that.
he got famous and everything. And essentially, like at this point where we kind of see where his life starts, um, he's kind of at this plateau. Like his career, like the show ended, like he's like super rich, lives in Hollywood, like whatever, but like he's kind of at the standpoint. He's trying to write a book, like an autobiography. So he can't write anything though. Like he has this deadline, but he couldn't write anything. So he ends up hiring.
I
He
thought you
ends
were
up
saying
hiring a
it's because he has a
ghostwriter.
hoof. Because he has a hoof, he can't write it.
No. But it does. I think the show talks a lot about like, I guess, deep topics. Is they use humor in a like this dark humor, perhaps dry humor, and you're kind of like, okay. But then they kind of touch deeper topics, which I think is why my friend really likes it, because it's kind of like they have like cartoons and they use humor to kind of like talk about the deepest, darkest, not deepest, darkest things, but like it's kind of dark. Like I would say it's like dark, but it seems like such a lively show because of the cartoon and
Yeah.
like the way they like kind of tell the story. It's not that engaging though. Like my friend said, like by the end of it, you're not going to feel good about it. And I like watching shows that make me feel good, or like that make me laugh. Like
Oh.
I guess like I'm a rom-com kind of gal. Like I like
Mm-hmm.
lighthearted stuff, and it's not that I can't watch like things that are more serious. It's just that's kind of what I enjoy. And this kind of took me aback a little bit.
Mm.
Um, and like the plot isn't, like, I don't know, it's not really going much anywhere. Like there's every episode you could probably watch on its own, but you need to know the background at times. So I don't know. It's not, I wouldn't say it's my favorite. It's just something I'm currently
Okay.
watching, but it's on a standpoint, I would say. Like if it's my favorite show, if we're talking about things I rewatch, Avatar, I talk about it all the time.
Oh,
Like literally, it's
yes.
my comfort show. I will put it on in the background. I know what they're gonna say. Like I literally recite it in my head. I can like picture what's happening. So I mean, I talked a lot. I feel like I went on a tangent
You're
there,
good.
but
No,
there
you're
we go.
good. BoJack Horseman sounds like, is it one of those shows that's like the humor is like, can you say that? Is that okay to say? Is it one of those shows?
Yeah, you kind yeah, it
Okay, where
is.
it's like, is that
It's
politically correct to say?
Yeah. Literally, it's one of those. So like, I feel like for me, for example, like The Office, like when I first started, I was
Mm,
like, oh my gosh, I can't watch it.
mhm.
But then it kind of got better. But like, BoJack is even different from The Office. Like even like darker or like weirder. Like I don't
I
know. It's
was
not really. Yeah.
I was told for The Office, if you want to get into it, skip the first season. That's what I was told.
Mm, yeah. You could. Yeah. The first few episodes I really like cringe. Like I couldn't. Diversity Day is like, oh, that one like hurt me. I was like, I can't watch this. Like I
I've,
can't laugh at this.
I've never really watched it, but maybe I can try BoJack Horseman and The Office as my new laundry shows. Avatar, though, always so good. Avatar is always a good one. Next question. Okay, what is your favorite spot on campus? You can speak for Waterloo, and then I can speak for Brantford.
Sounds good. Spot in like general, because we didn't say study spot. So any spot,
Any spot, I
any
guess.
spot. Wow. Honestly, okay, I'm gonna give a few so that we can have some options here. I really like the Peters building. I just like the vibe of it. I like the bright colors. It's clean. It's just like I don't know. It's a nice aesthetic, I even say. And the teaching and learning center is there. I just like I really like it. I don't know. It's a nice study spot, my little nook. It's always busy. And it's like my secret spot that I tell everyone. I'm like, this is not a secret
Secret
anymore
spot.
because it's always busy. I always go and there's people. There's only 4 like seats
Oh,
in my little spot. So it's always taken. But when I get a spot there, I'm always happy. Um, but yeah, I like the Peters building for just like sitting in the vibes. Laz Hall, I'm a business kid. I literally am there all the time. I just think there's a glass like ceiling, like so like light is coming in all the time. And Laz is like the newest building, so it's obviously it's pretty
mm.
nice, I would say. So yeah, I think Laz is just a nice space, like the building itself. I like studying there when I get a spot, but it's usually very busy with all the business kids, so I tend to avoid it, to be honest. I just have class there. And then yeah, I think those are my top spots. I also have been staying a lot in the science building and the science atrium just because I live closer there now, so I don't really like to trek all the time. So those are my 3 spots for you: the Peters building, Laz, and the science building.
I will come check it out and look at the Waterloo campus because I've only been there once. I'll come check it out sometime.
I'll show you
Um,
around.
oh yes. For those listening, Lena and I have never met in real life.
We've never met.
We talk a lot and we like record these podcast episodes. We've never met in real life.
Yeah, it's
I'll
so
I'll come to
funny.
Waterloo. I'll come to
It's
Waterloo.
yeah.
My favorite place, okay. My go-to study space is One Market, like the One Market Study Lounge. However, there's no natural light because it's like in the mall, right? So there's no windows. Um, so sometimes like you can stay there and study all day and then you leave. And it's like when you know when the feeling when you leave a movie theater and
Yes.
it's
Oh
like,
my
whoa,
gosh.
what time is it kind of thing. It's kind of like that. But you do feel accomplished when you leave and you're like, whoa, a lot of time passed and I got a lot done. But so I like One Market. It's a really big open space. It's like a good volume level.
Hmm.
Um, and then also there's a bunch of other resources around it, like the Career Center is like located there too. But my personal like favorite place is in the Research and Academic Center. Um, if you go to the second floor, like this is for the Brantford people listening, where Golden Grounds is, if you go up the stairs that are to the left, and then there's some lecture halls there, there's little nooks of like tables with 4 seats. That's where I used to sit in between my classes, or if like I had an 8:30 to like 11:30, like or whatever the time was, and I had like 30 minutes to kill. That's where I would sit. I'd grab a French vanilla from Golden Grounds and I'd sit there, do like a reading or something. I'd stay there in between classes, after classes. There's windows there too. And you
Oh,
can see the
windows.
yeah, you can see the courtyard that's outside. And you can also see like just like the street in Brantford. So Research and Academic Center, that's where it's at.
Nice. I really want to. I've never been on the Brantford campus. So you said you've been to Waterloo once. I've never been to Brantford. So I've seen it in Minecraft. I've seen pictures. I've heard about it from Chris and the rest of the team. I need to go see this now. I feel like I like know the one market apparently because like, everything's
We
there.
talk about it, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a lot better than Minecraft. So
Okay. Well, I hope so.
nice.
Alrighty. We'll move on to the next question then. So what is your go-to study or caffeine drink?
Okay.
Ooh.
Despite me drinking coffee right now,
Mm,
I don't drink coffee that often because it makes my hands really shaky. I think we
mhm,
talked about this in another episode. But I don't normally drink caffeine. If I do, it is coffee, and I honestly don't really know what I put in it. My roommate has an espresso machine, so sometimes I'm just like, can I try one? And she's like, oh, I tried this caramel one yesterday. Try it. And then she's just like, put like just a spoon of sugar, some milk, and then I just like throw stuff in the coffee. Like I don't even know what I normally take with like milk and sugar, whatever. But if I do have one, it's coffee. I'm not really a tea person.
mm.
I mostly only drink water though, so. What about
So
you?
your go-to is water, Chris?
Yeah, I'll say water. Coffee on occasion. Yeah.
I feel like that's good though. Like water is good. You need your water intake.
I have
Water.
my water in a protein like shaker thing right now.
Nice. My go-to study of caffeine. I have a lot of recommendations because I guess I there's a lot of variety, I guess, in what I drink. But in terms of caffeine, it depends on where I go. I'd say like my like go-to would probably be a vanilla iced coffee. I love McDonald's vanilla iced coffee. Tim's is a bit watered down, but I don't drink like hot coffee ever. So iced something.
Mm,
Or like if I'm on campus going to like Frank's or Bite 75, those are some cafes. I'll get a nice vanilla iced coffee. If I go to Starbucks, if I'm feeling fancy, I'll get a caramel macchiato.
that's what I get from Starbucks too when I go.
Yay!
Yeah.
It's just I like sugar. I don't know if you can tell. I like sugar. I like sweet drinks. Like I can't drink black coffee and I don't like hot coffee either. Or like a like just a simple coffee and sugar. Like it's not really my favorite thing. Or if I go to Starbucks, maybe a matcha cappuccino because matcha is so
Mm,
good.
That's
Um,
also go to at Starbucks.
so yeah, and then maybe like a Gatorade if I'm like feeling tired. Like I don't know. It's like a mental thing, I guess, to like try to what is it, electrolytes?
Electrolytes or something like that. I don't know. I never played
Yeah.
sports, so.
So yeah, sometimes I have that on hand, or like when I have a headache, I try to drink that, and obviously water. But those are some options I've had. I also like juice. I don't
Yes.
know if that I don't know, study. I don't really drink it when I'm studying though. So
Favorite juice
yeah,
though?
those are favorite juice, mango.
Let's go. Yeah,
Is that
mango is so
yours?
good. Yeah, I don't normally get juice because I'm like, I don't want to have too much sugar, but mango juice is
Mm,
the way to go. Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. Milash
Yeah.
is obsessed. One of our Lucas staff members, Milash is obsessed with mango juice. Like he always has it in his household. Like it's a staple.
I'm gonna come visit you, Neelish. I'm gonna be like, hey guys, I brought mango juice.
It's in
Oh
my
my
fridge
god.
right now. I literally have some right now.
I love that.
Yeah.
um, Next question. That was great.
Mhm.
Okay. In your opinion, what's the best classroom slash lecture hall?
Oh,
I'm sure there's a lot of options on that campus.
there are a lot of options. Thing is, like when we were talking about light, like windows, I just realized a lot of the classrooms I've been in don't have windows, which is quite unfortunate, you know, like windows should be, I don't know, low-key mandatory somewhere. But I'd say, okay, for tutorials or smaller labs, I really like the Peters building. Again, back to the Peters building. It's very like small, like almost like a high school classroom. I don't like their chairs though, because it's one of those. Okay, if anyone's listening, it's one of those. You like flip it up from the chair. It's like it's
uh,
tiny. Like you can't even fit your laptop. You're trying to put your laptop, your notebook, and your
uh,
water, and you're like there's nothing there, but it's nice and like there's windows. That's why I was going to mention that there's windows in some of the tutorial classrooms.
Mhm.
But I'd say like Laz Hall, there's like bigger lecture halls and then smaller ones. Like as you like in BBA in business, like your first year classes are going to be like a lot of people, like 200, 300, whatever. So like you
Mhm.
have the bigger lecture halls, which are still nice, but then I really like the second slash third year classes where it's kind of like a circle, a semicircle, and like
Oh.
the chairs are like movie. They're ones where you're like, I don't know, I like them because I move around a lot. So like
Mhm.
I definitely am someone, hopefully I'm not annoying, but like I just like rock back and forth all the time.
I
And then
always
there's
shake my legs, so
oh
I'm
yeah,
that person too.
there's outlets. I think that's important. There's outlets like
Mhm.
on the table. So it's like you're not like scrambling to you just like plug it in like right beside it. So I like those are my two like favorite lecture halls. Laz and Peter. Again, back to it. That's where I spend most of my time, I guess.
Nice. I love it. I'll have to see these buildings eventually. You
What about
said,
you?
well, you said like the lecture halls are like can be up to like 300 people, right? The biggest one in the basement of the Research and Academic Center is 200, I think, on the Brantford campus, like the biggest
Oh,
one.
oh,
Um,
I think our biggest is like 1,000. Like there's sorry, I don't actually know if it's 1,000, but the place where convocation happens, like
what?
LH1001, it's like 2 stories. So like there's like I think like 500, 600, 700 on like the bottom floor, and then the top floor has another like few hundred. I don't know. I don't know if it's 1,000. I don't want to say 1,000, but like it's big is what I'm trying to say.
That's
Like
cool.
it's 2 stories. Yeah.
Wow. Two stories. Okay. Ours, I feel like our biggest one is probably one of your like just normal sized ones. I remember being like, oh my God, there's a back door. Because all the other ones, like, okay, my favorite one is also in the Research and Academic Center, but it's on the second floor. I don't remember because I haven't been to campus in a while. I don't remember what like the room number is, but there's natural light there, and it's like a long desk, and there's just
Yeah.
chairs at it, and it goes like up the levels. So those classes are like max 70 people.
Mm.
And it's so small that I don't think there's a back door. So it's just like the door
Is
that's
having a
like,
back door is having a back door a big thing?
well, like I'm like the big lecture halls have a back door, right?
Okay.
So ours don't because they're not that big. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I don't know what you mean by back door though, because I don't think my classrooms have a back door, but
oh,
I think you mean like 2 doors,
two
right?
doors, two doors. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So the one near the
Yeah.
front and then the one like when you go walk all the
Oh,
way up. Yeah.
most of our classrooms don't have a back
Oh,
door, but they have like 2 doors. I don't know if that
oh, okay, okay.
I don't know if that
Um,
helps.
but yeah, my favorite one is in the Research and Academic Center on the second floor, near where I study, in that
Nice.
building too. Yeah.
Nice.
Because there's natural light coming in, like kind of like big windows at the top. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So I like that.
We both like windows, apparently. We like natural lighting, which is great.
Natural light. It's
We're
good.
like plants.
We are like plants.
We're like plants. Like we need water and
I'm
sun.
like growing towards the sun.
Awesome. Next question.
Yeah.
Okay. Was Laurier your first choice school, and where else did you apply?
Oh, okay. Laurier was my first choice school. Um, I I found out about Laurier because honestly, in grade 12, no idea what I wanted to do.
Mhm.
But I went to the university fair and I was first interested in Laurier because of their community music program. I
Oh my
also,
gosh.
yeah, we talked about this before, but I also
Yes,
loved
yes, yes.
how easy the site was to navigate. So like I knew the
Mm,
requirements for every program, blah blah blah. So Laurier I really liked. Yeah, Laurier was my first choice. I only applied to Laurier for 2 programs and then Waterloo. I literally only applied to 2 schools. Laurier for
wow.
2 programs and then Waterloo for another one. But yeah, so the 2 programs I applied to at Laurier were both at the Brantford campus because I was like, I'm going
Nice.
there.
Wait, we love that. That's awesome. I Laurier was also my top choice. And thankfully I got it in. I chose it because like mainly like the program of like business and like the co-op program, and I knew Laurier was like a great school for community and stuff. And I also spoke to someone at the fair, and they were great. I loved I like out of everyone I talked to, I was like, I'll just go there because this person was so great. Like,
Mhm.
like I just had a really good experience. So I was like, yeah, it's great. I actually applied to quite a few schools. I want to say like 6 or like maybe 8 or something. I don't know, but it's really funny because so I applied. So this is a general business program, like business administration. The rest were accounting, and gosh, I do not want to go into accounting. Like, if I don't know how my life would turn out if I didn't end up at Laurier, choosing Laurier or getting in, because I applied to like Waterloo accounting. I applied to Guelph, McMaster. I think McMaster was like general business. But, like, I just can't see myself anywhere else. Like,
Mhm.
I think also like Brock. I don't know. It was like random business schools apparently,
Mhm.
but um, yeah, it's so funny because I took, I have to take accounting in my program, and I just really hate it. No offense. Thank you for all the accountants out there, and if you like it, that's great, but it was not my thing, and I can't even imagine what would happen if I did go into accounting. So that's the story right there.
You
Things
ended
work
up
out.
where you needed to be.
I
Yeah.
really did. I really did.
And let's be real, Laurier is where it's at. So
It really is.
yeah.
Come to
There's a
Laurier.
yeah. And also like once a golden hog, always a golden hog. Even after
Oh
we
yeah.
graduate, like we'll be alumni. School will always be our
Mm,
school. Something
yes.
about school, what's the word? School pride. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Something about school
School
pride
pride,
is
school spirit.
school
Yeah.
school that's school spirit. Something about school spirit
Mm,
is so I love it.
me
So
too.
good.
Next
Next question.
question.
Okay.
Yes.
I can
I
ask
kind
this.
of answered. Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah,
you did
you it
answer
was your
this.
turn. Is it your turn?
Yeah,
Oh.
I can answer. Okay, what show are you watching right now? We kind of answered this.
I kind of answered this one. Yeah. I don't know if you, Christina, like, I mean, you're watching Gilmore Girls again, so
Yeah.
to be answered. Okay.
I am
We'll just cut that
also
out.
oh wait, I can answer though.
Oh,
I am watching
okay,
Naruto.
okay.
Okay.
Okay, okay, go.
I'm currently watching All of Us Are Dead. It's a
Sorry.
Korean zombie show. It's a Korean zombie show. Okay. Um, I don't know what it is about Korean zombies, but they run like hell. They
They're
run so
scary.
fast. They're scary because like in Train to Busan, they're running too, right?
Oh
Because
my gosh,
if
yes.
if you look at American zombie shows, they just go
Yeah,
like
yeah.
slow, right? But then in the Korean ones, they're like
Stop.
I have like a couple episodes left, but like I'm invested in the characters.
Oh
But
my
then
gosh.
but I can't watch it sometimes because you know sometimes you're in bed and you want to watch a show.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna accidentally dream about zombies. You know what I mean?
Oh my gosh, Chris. I can't. I watched like, I don't even know, like 15 minutes. I couldn't. It was like the scene. I don't want to spoil anything, but like it was a graphic scene. And like, I can't watch this if this is what the show's gonna be like. And I know Squid Game was like very much graphic, but like I was scared. Maybe it's because I was watching like at night alone. Like
The
I was
first
like,
scene, the first scene's also very
oh
dark. It's also
yeah,
very
yeah.
dark. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, literally I couldn't. And I knew there's gonna be more stuff like that. I was like, I can't. I can't.
It's like dramatic, but
hmm
for those who don't know, it's like a zombie outbreak happens at like a Korean high school, basically.
Oh,
Is what it is.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Maybe I should watch it now though, but I'm scared.
I don't watch a full episode, like sit down and watch a full episode. I watch in increments because when it gets too scary, I literally find
hmm
myself sitting at my desk and I go, like I turn away and I push my chair away from my desk. And then in my
Yeah.
headphones, I just hear the growling
Oh my
sound.
gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, those zombies are like elite. They're like
They
yeah,
run.
they really are. They're net on the next level.
Side
Oh.
question. Do you think you would survive the zombie apocalypse?
No,
Me neither.
no, I'm dead. I think I'm someone who could probably think of something like, I have like random ideas and maybe that would help me survive for a little bit, but in the long run, oh no, I'm not fit or athletic. I can't run. I'm not
Same.
smart and strategic. Like, I don't know. The only thing I'd be good at is like staying in my home. But by the time they get into my house, well,
Then
I'm
what?
dead. Yeah,
Yeah.
no food, no water. Like if I'm out of that, well then I'm dead, you know?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. The thing is, like, if the whole world's overrun by zombies, do you even want to keep surviving?
we have to find a cure, Chris. We have to find
Yeah.
the
Ugh,
cure. It's like
vaccine.
the Maze Runner,
Oh my gosh, I forgot the Maze Runner
right?
existed. Okay, that's
Yeah.
something for me to rewatch too.
Awesome. Okay, next question is what's the most important to you? Love, money, respect, or power?
This is like a kind of a philosophical kind of question. For me, I would say love is the most important, like for
Mm,
others and for yourself too. Simply put.
yeah. Amen. Snaps, snaps, snaps. I'd say love as well because whether like all kinds of love, family love, friendship, um, romantic love, like I feel like out of this list, what more could you have, you know? Like
Mhm.
would you wouldn't I feel like you wouldn't be truly happy with all like obviously money you need to survive, whatever, respect, power, sure. But
Mhm.
like to me, love is very important.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice. Nice. All right. Next question. What's your favorite class taken at Laurier? Lots of options. Lots of options.
Lots of good options. Oh, I'm gonna have to say, hmm, Spanish 101 or 100. 100 doesn't exist anymore, but it's basically 101 and 102. It's the beginner thing. Like I didn't know how to say hola when I came to the class. But I had such an amazing professor. She's retired now. Her name's Mercedes Rowinski.
That's a cool
Amazing.
name.
Yeah, she is absolutely girl boss, like such a fun professor. Like I think a lot of my language professors, even my French classes, they're just so passionate. Like you can't learn that. Like teachers and professors who are passionate like that means so much. Like they actually care about you. Like she really cared about, you know, all the students, getting to know each and every single one of us. And yeah, she just made learning fun. And I think that class like reminded me like how much I loved learning. And I know like in high school, for example, you kind of like that feeling goes away. You know, you're trying to like get your marks in, you're trying to get into university. Even in university, sometimes that feeling can go away. But she really like showed me that again, which I really appreciate. And also learning Spanish was so fun. Like just like it's another language. It's pretty similar to French, so I really enjoyed that, like the similarities, but also the differences because my brain would be like, "Oh my gosh, that's the French version." Like, Lena, like, no, this is Spanish, not French.
You're doing a minor in French too, right?
I am, yeah. So I'm taking a lot of French courses. So my brain, I was low-key kind of nervous. I was like, because I was taking French courses at the same time. So like, am I gonna get confused? But then I
Jumbled.
had to like really, I guess, separate it. But actually, the similarities helped me a lot because like I just had to remember like the spelling or like the differences. But
Mhm.
because they're so similar, I could like, for example, when we'd have to like translate English to Spanish or whatever, I'd be like, that looks like French for this word. And it was the same word because it was very similar. So like it did
Mhm.
help me, but it can confuse you. So yes,
No, that's
it was
cool
really fun.
though. Like I only know English, so that's cool that you had like opportunities to do other languages. I like that. And like having a professor that is passionate, that is like that's just it's just like you can't compare. You know what I
Top
mean?
tier.
Yeah,
Yeah.
top tier. Yeah. For me, I would say it was I think it's HS 200, I think. I don't remember. Social determinants of health is what the course is. It's a health studies course. But it honestly changed my perspective of how I view the entire world because
Whoa.
you discuss all these other issues like the social determinants of health. So like things that literally determine people's physical and mental health is like income, food insecurity, like unemployment, um, uh, like gender and race and all the I think I can't even remember all of them off the top of my head. But once you understand the intersectionality between all of those different things, you can really understand the rest of how the world operates systemically. So
Whoa.
that course, it was like I don't know, it was such a life-changing course. So that one, I don't know if you can take it as an elective because it's just part of my program, but that one changed my life. Social determinants of health, because I view everything
Wow.
differently now.
That's amazing. I feel like that's really good because, like, I mean, the whole point of university is like expanding your knowledge and learning and like being able to see things in a different way, right? Like you experience a lot of stuff. So like having a class that kind of opens your view to things and like not only like within your own life, but globally, I think that's like really important.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, much recommended. Like, I feel like I could talk about that class for a long time, but yeah.
Awesome. Should we move on to our next question?
Yeah,
Okay. So we actually got this submitted from a student. Should I say their name?
if you want.
Sure. Denny, thanks Denny for submitting a question. So what is your favorite scary movie? They also mentioned mine's Tremors because it has got the perfect blend of every genre.
I don't like scary things. Like, okay, zombies is a different story. I don't like when it's paranormal things like ghosts.
Mm.
Because if it's stuff that like I'm not like I can't see, I don't know, like obviously like zombies aren't real. Um but paranormal stuff I cannot watch, so I don't have a
Mm.
scary movie. And I also haven't heard of Tremors. But
I've
if it
never heard of it
has,
either.
yeah, if it has a blend of every genre, then I'm sure that maybe I could be able to watch it.
Yeah. Um, Me and Christina on the same page again. I do not like scary movies. I literally my friend I there was a birthday party, my friend was watching a scary movie and I couldn't watch it. Like I just sat there and like put me in my I was younger. I put in my headphones and I literally just like I don't know. What did I do? I couldn't watch it. But maybe I'll give Tremors a try. I've watched a few. I've watched Ouija. Maybe it's because also it's like fake. Like I know. I don't know. I don't mess around with those things, but I ended
Yeah.
up watching it because my friends were. But it wasn't a scary movie as much as I thought it was. But I did have some moments, the pillow
Uh-huh.
to the face scream moments for that movie. So that was like the only scary movie I've ever watched. But I wouldn't say it's my favorite or a good one. So yeah, that is my only experience.
The thing about scary movies is if something scares me, I will think about it for at least 2 weeks. Like,
Mm,
I it'll get stuck in my head. Like,
yeah.
oh, you know what? I guess I do have an answer, but I don't know if it would qualify as a scary movie. It was just scary to me.
Okay.
Us. Do you know the movie Us?
Oh, I
Um,
know, but I didn't watch it.
it was made by the same person who made what is it called? Get Out, I think. Um,
Yes, isn't that another
yeah,
thriller?
something
Yeah.
like that. But basically, a big thing about Us has to do with mirrors.
Oh
So,
no, oh no, no,
dude,
no, no, no.
I have a mirror that like faces my bed, which I know apparently you shouldn't do, but it's the only place I can put it. Like my bed's, if you're watching this, my bed's over here and my mirror's on my door. Um, but I was scared of mirrors for a couple weeks after watching it. It's a really well done movie though. But like
Oh gosh.
considering as a kid, I cried about Coraline.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Can't really handle scary
Uh-huh.
things. I might check out Tremors though. It seems like if it's a blend of every genre, I can watch it. Yeah. Anything else to add about scary movies?
That is all. That is it. Everything I have for you.
Okay. Next question. Okay. What is a book or movie or TV show that you would sell your soul to experience for the first time again? This is such a good question. Oh my goodness.
Ooh. Um, okay. Actually, I'm gonna say TV show, you already know, Avatar: The Last
Mm-hmm.
Airbender. Literally my answer for anything.
Mm-hmm.
Book, the Percy Jackson series. Like
Oh,
I would love to experience that again. I feel like that's where like I don't know, I started liking reading or like I got into like the Greek mythology thing a lot. I don't know. Movie, I don't actually mm, maybe Up.
up.
Yeah, Up has a special place in my heart for, you know, rewatching it and it's a good movie.
You know what? I haven't watched Up in a long time. Like I know the gist of it, but I don't remember it that well. So it'd almost be like watching it for the first time.
Oh.
I could watch that again. I love that Avatar is like your go-to is first thing that comes to your mind.
Literally, like it's my personality now. Like I don't know when like I'll just literally my go-to is Avatar. Just like any answer, I just say Avatar.
You know what? Like the one of the characters that influences me like to be cool is Toph.
Toph,
She makes me want to
yes.
be so cool.
Yeah.
My username for some things, like for playing games and stuff, is a combination of Toph and Suki. So it's like Tafuki.
Oh, really?
I put their names together so
No
that
way.
because I like them. Yeah,
Suki is a girl boss.
she
Suki
is a
is a
girl
girl
boss.
boss. Wow.
Yeah.
Love those two. I love them. Do you remember the scene where Suki saves Toph and she's like thanks Sokka and she kisses Suki. Do you remember that scene?
I need to rewatch. I need to
Oh
rewatch.
my gosh. Oh my god. That's so funny because like basically she was like she thought Sokka saved her and she's like thanks Sokka or something and
Oh, I think I
she
remember
gives
that.
Suki a kiss because Suki saved her.
I think I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, now I'll have to rewatch Avatar. For me, the first thing that came to my head was two things: a movie and an anime. Um,
Ooh.
books, I like. I read. I don't really read fiction too much. Like I read like self-help books and stuff. So, but movie, The Age of Adeline, Blake
Oh, I've never
Lively's in
watched.
it. It's really good. It's one of those ones like the plot is so important that when the twist hits you, you're like, oh my God. So
Oh.
Age of Adeline, it's on Netflix. And the other one is two animes I can think of, Erased and Your Lie in April.
Oh my
Um,
gosh.
they're both only like, no, Your Lie in April is like 24 episodes and Erased is only
Uh-huh.
12. Those
Okay.
ones, Your Lie in April, I watch every April. It's like my tradition. It
Oh, this is
is
a
one
thing?
of my
Is it
favorite
about
animes.
April?
It's about music. You might enjoy it. Yeah.
It's on my list. It's
Okay.
those two are actually on my list. I just never got to it. I kind of took a pause for anime. I was watching Hunter for a bit, but I paused it again.
Hunter x Hunter is my
Um
favorite.
yes, I know that. So yeah, I need to get to it. But speaking of animes I want to rewatch again, like for the first time, Haikyuu. I know it's just everyone's like it's just a volleyball. No, it's not. It's a
It's
story
not
about
just about.
friendship. It's
Yes.
about dreams. It's about so much more. And it's just the animation is really good. The
Mhm.
animation is very, very good. I also read the manga. I actually,
Mm.
oh my gosh,
You have it? Woo!
this is the last, it's
That's a
finished. So this is the last book. Look how cute it is.
that is cute.
So I bought it, even though I read it, like I read it online, but
Mhm.
then I bought it because I
Mhm.
really wanted a copy.
No, Haikyuu is so good. And the what is it? The fourth season, they changed the animation style a little bit. Like the eyes are drawn
Mm,
differently, but I still like it.
yeah.
I still like it.
Well, there's
Yeah.
some episodes where it's like, no, this is not it. But then some episodes it looks better. So it really depends. Like the first half of season 4 was like, but then second half was like, okay, you got the hang of it, you know?
Yeah. I feel like I need to rewatch because I don't think I fully finished it, but it's hard to pick up because I'm like, okay, what place of the tournament were you at? I don't remember.
Yes.
So,
It's really funny because it takes place like when you watch it, you don't realize like because it's like the summer tournament, spring tournament, and you're like, this is only like a year or like whatever. I don't know.
mhm.
I don't remember, but it's like it's actually very interesting because the timeline doesn't seem like a lot, but it seems like so long at the same time. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I also get confused because the Japanese schooling system is a different season than ours.
Yes,
So
yes.
I'm like, why are you guys going to school? It's like the summer.
It's summer. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm like, why are you going to school? Why is there a spring tournament? Aren't you like off school or something?
yeah, literally. Um,
Yeah.
I feel like I need to rewatch a lot of these now.
Yes.
Um, last question. We'll end it
Last
off.
question.
Yeah.
I think this is mine, right? My turn to okay. What is your mantra or your life motto?
Okay. I
Oh,
was actually thinking about this. Like
really?
I feel like I have one, and then I came across it this morning. Okay.
Mm.
It is be kind to your future self. This is what I've been trying to
Oh.
practice. So like say um you just grabbed water from your Brita and there's like enough water for another glass later, but just take the second to fill it up again, to be kind to your future self, because you don't want to come back to your fridge and feel like, oh, my bread is empty, like not even a drop. So like even like if you're debating whether or not you do this really quick reading right now, just do it right now. Be kind to your future self. Or like say you're about to go out like for a night with your friends or something, and you haven't made your bed yet, but you know when you come home you're just going to want to just crawl into bed. Make your bed before you go. Be kind to your future self.
That's
Even if it's just
wow.
little things here and there.
I love that. That actually reminded me, I have some sticky notes around my bathroom, and I wrote one that said, wash your face even if you're tired, Lena. Thanks, future Lena. So every time I see it, I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't want to wash my face. But then I look at this thing and I'm like, future Lena's gonna thank me for washing my face, you know?
Be kind to your future self. Like your future self
I
will thank
love
you.
that. Your future self will thank you. Oh, that's lovely. I'm gonna write that down. I'm writing that one down.
Okay.
Wow. I'd say mine is more of, I guess, in the present of like one step at a time, one problem at a time. Like whenever I guess I'm facing something, I'm like, okay, what's the first step? What can I take? Like, how can I break this down? Like, you're gonna be fine. Just like, you got this. Like, just focus on the one task at hand, because life is like, it's a whirlwind. It's a hurricane. Life throws things at you, and you're like juggling like 50 things. But if you just kind of take one step at a time, you know, get that midterm done. Maybe it didn't go well. Feel your feelings, then you have to kind of move on to, you know, the next step. But like, that's kind of helped me, I guess, just continue, you know, step every day, day by day, second by second. That's kind of what has helped me.
That's good. Otherwise you can get overwhelmed and then you just like don't want to do anything.
Yeah.
That's good. I like that one too, because I tend to put so much on my plate at once, and then I see my entire to-do list and I'm like, oh my god, I can't do this. So I like that. I'm definitely going to be thinking about your like mantra or life motto more every day.
Awesome. Well, that's all of our questions that we had today, Chris. So we're going to insert our words of wisdom.
Words of wisdom.
Chris, what do you want our listeners and audience to kind of have for the last point of everything we just said?
I think I might just kind of reiterate what I said. Be kind to your future self, but also get some sunlight. We said we like windows, right? It's like get some sunlight, even in the winter. Sometimes it's hard to get some vitamin D, you know. But it's just honestly feels better. It's kind of like with the whole pathetic fallacy thing. Like when it's raining, you feel kind of down. When it's sunny, you're like kind of happy. So get some sunlight. Maybe if you don't get much sunlight in your room, you can get one of those sunset lamps with the light that kind of simulates that there's sunlight in your room.
That's
also,
cool.
Take some vitamin D.
Yeah. Love that. Those are really good tips. I'm definitely going to remember that. Get sunlight. I literally sometimes I just don't roll up my window. I'm like, I should. I know I should. I guess I'll read. I think the last question was really great. The mantra motto thing, one step at a time, you got this. And also do something that you enjoy for yourself this week. Maybe that's our not mandatory challenge, because you know, we talked a lot about the shows that we like and rewatching things. And obviously like this is a busy time, but maybe like, I don't know, maybe during reading week, maybe you rewatch that show you wanted to, or that movie you wanted to, or like try something new. I know I have a list of, I guess, shows that I can put onto my to watch list. But yeah, I think that would be everything.
I love that.
Yeah, so make sure, you know, you follow our podcast, subscribe, and leave us a review. You can also follow us on Instagram at LOCUS Laurier to stay up to date for all of our events and our podcast episodes. And we'll see you next time. Until then, stay golden, everyone. Bye.
Bye.